I am the terror that flaps in the night.
I am the terror that flaps in the night.
Hey everybody, Jim Cummings here, and if Tigger were here, he'd say, thanks everybody for bouncing on in here and enjoying the show. But before we go, I want you to do me a small favor. Hit like, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the show. Now, speaking of enjoying the show, enjoy the show. I've told the story before. I was down in Laguna Beach many years ago, way before I was even in the business, and I heard this. You couldn't see who was in the booth, but thought I was the only person in the restaurant, and waitress walks over and says, do you have any decision? Have you come to, what would you like for lunch? He's been sitting there for a while. And you hear this little voice, yes, I believe I shall have the chowder. And I was thinking, Winnie the Pooh? And there he was. I went and I looked back, and there was Sterling, and he was probably about in his 90s and had all this big haystack of white hair sitting there looking at me like that. And I wish I went up to him.
Oh, wait, have you ever met him?
No.
That was your opportunity.
That was my opportunity,
Wow.
yeah. Wow. Paul Winchell, I knew he was a friend of mine. God rest his soul. He's a
legend.
Yeah, he was great, and and I had a lot of interaction with Paul. He was a good guy.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow.
And so yeah,
it's weird being able to meet, especially like for you to like voices you have literally inherited. You know.
Oh,
if you ever get that opportunity to meet the first person to do that, wow.
Yeah.
You know. But
never got to meet David Crockett though. Damn it.
Someday.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, please.
Oh no, I was trying to stay on track if you wanted in terms of because I never really concluded the whole how did I get in a voiceover thing. But
How did you?
You might have. It was
a
those.
Ford
I was just
Fairlane.
kind of Was that?
It was a Ford Fairlane.
Yes. Oh yeah, Ford. I wish that's a cool car. But no, it was just like I had little hints of just like that creativity where Mr. Sperry is who I would impersonate. To the class, if he was running late, I would kind of be like, all right, class, the word of the day is Toon'd In! Exclamation, and so and it would make the class laugh because I was not popular.
Yeah.
So anything to feel popular for about 10 seconds, I would attempt it, and it worked half the time. So those little things where it was like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah. And you were doing research for your future.
Unintentionally, yeah. So
and then when did you decide to make it a career?
It was just a slow effect where, in my early 20s, I worked at Dish Network tech support, the 5:30 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. shift.
Would you do voices on the phone?
No, I wouldn't. No, I didn't do voices, but what would happen is it was always like very elderly lady in particular who would be, they just can't sleep. So they'd be calling in at like 1 a.m. to get their Dish Network fixed. And so I'd help them troubleshoot, unplug this, do that. And always to get like their Golden Girls fix or something. And I didn't, by the way, I didn't appreciate how, I thought that show was lame for old ladies, right? Until like this past 5-10 years. I'm like, this show is brilliant. This is like one of the best shows of all time, best actors of all time.
Yeah.
I adore. So I'm a full Golden Girls convert, by the way. But back then I'm like, it's just this old lady show.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's true.
Oh, I adore them so much. I think that show is
My
perfect.
wife's crazy about them.
Yeah. So anyways, these old ladies in particular is mostly them. And I would be like, is there anything else I can help you with today, ma'am? Now that you're all sorted out. It's like, oh, no, but you have such a nice voice. Maybe you should get into radio. And I'm like,
oh, wow.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, that's right.
It just gave me a little like, oh, thanks. Because I felt, it wasn't the funnest job. I wasn't like ashamed, but I also wasn't proud of, like, it was just a job. Yeah. And so it was like, okay, noted. And that kept happening. Yeah. And other people in maybe friend circles would just say something like, you have a nice voice. So that led me to take classes or get
Your
books.
voice is very radio-esque to me. Like
and I
literally thought
That zero radio.
Yeah,
Never did
wow.
it. And thank God I didn't, because all I hear are horror stories.
Yeah.
Like horrible pay, horrible job conditions, underappreciated. It's fun, and that's what keeps these DJs there. My wife was a FM radio DJ on 3 stations at the same time.
Dang.
Not literally.
Oh, wow.
The same, like one day.
And does she say, hello out there? Is she that gal?
Not like the jazz lady. She was more. She had a wake and bake show, is what it was called, but they weren't actually. It was just called it was a talk show in the morning, like kind of like Breakfast Club, right? Where it's just like very personality driven. And then she was also like a more polished. I think it was like Elisa Logan on a country station. So she didn't like completely shift her voices, but I've heard the horror stories of radio. So I'm like, not going to go that way. No, thank you.
Yeah.
And so I took classes and read books, and this is the days of like MySpace and stuff. So I was finding voice actors, but not big names like you. People like you weren't really accessible. So I was connecting with people that were like living in Ohio, and they're making 6 figures doing just commercials and training videos and phone. Like, thank you for calling. I'm like, what? You can make in volume, you can make money doing that. So that's what got me interested, using my voice. And it's really fun. It's some of it's boring, but it's more creative than working a regular job in a cubicle under fluorescent lights the rest of my life. So,
absolutely.
So it was a long burn. I just I consumed everything. I absorbed it, but I didn't do shit with it for years. Right? It's very easy. Anyone who wants to become a painter, a biker, voice actor, it's very easy to go up to your table and ask, Jim, how do I get in voiceover? And you can give them everything and it'll be perfect for them and their age and in this generation. And it's very rare anyone's going to follow that, because the doing part is the hardest part, and we're all guilty of it. So eventually I all right, Jordan, you actually want to make money at this? Or do you want to keep, I had a very comfortable IT job. So I used to build computers and stuff like that. So didn't go to the college thing. I'm like, failed high school. I had to take a 5th year. I'm not going to pay money to, fail again. So I'm not going to pay for the college part. Yeah. Let me just get a job. And then I got a pretty nice IT job from just my nerd knowledge.
Oh, that's nice.
But I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this my whole life. I'm too creative. I just I get more joy when I'm in these improv classes. When I'm making people laugh. So it was just more, and I'm like, the idea that I could make money and pay all my bills and not just be this little side hobby thing was very appealing and satisfying to me.
Heck yeah.
So long story longer, I took enough classes and then built, did everything online. Just everything was online. Voice123 was the main website I used to just, you pay $400 at the time a year, you get access to audition for anything that goes up. So I'd book radio commercials, training videos.
Well, you get 1 gig out of it and you're paid for it.
Yeah, exactly. And it was, I think the first one was $400. So, so, and you build your own clients, and then you eventually can get an agent. So it was more of the unconventional. I was going to ask you, what about your agency?
Yeah,
it's in Colorado, because I built my career in Colorado, and my wife Mara built.
And you lived in Denver, or?
The Denver Metro was Golden, technically.
Okay.
And then in my adulthood, it was like, Broomfield was North Denver. So Denver area. And my wife Mara built her career in Louisiana, and you're from Louisiana, right?
It's been a long time there. Yeah.
She was
I
in
moved there out of
Homa.
high school. In Homa.
Have you heard of Homa?
Oh, played there many times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You play drums, right?
Drums and sing.
Okay, like at the same time?
Well, yes.
Wow.
But actually, the band. Well, I was in a couple bands in New Orleans, but the one band that I was in that I actually didn't have to have another job in. The only one was a band named Fusion, and I was just the singer. Okay. So I played tambourine. I was lead tambourine.
But you played, but you played it all like sexy, like Robert Plant, right? That was you. You're like Robert Plant's understudy. Yes,
that's right.
Doesn't he sometimes have a tambourine during his moments when the guitar? I don't know.
One of the Plant? I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
He doesn't.
Zeppelin?
Yeah.
No.
All right. Maybe there's some rock band of the 70s.
That's the one. Click, click. Yeah, however that sound goes. Yeah, that was him.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my God.
I find it so hard to believe that you were bad in school. You might be the most researched guest we've ever had.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even, I could drop all the research I got.
We've had people just show up and they didn't even know it was on camera.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I that might just be driven from the deep shame I had from being such a horrific student. You know, like, because it's embarrassing, right? Like, you have
Never bothered me.
really you weren't you didn't you never felt bad about it.
I felt bad about it because my parents made me feel bad about it.
As they should.
And
they just want the
told-
best for you.
And
Just like my
I
parents did.
stupidly, I went to a Catholic school all 12 years.
How fun.
And I made them. In fact, there was a movie, Peggy Sue got married, I think. Kathleen Turner was in it a long time ago.
Okay.
And she went back to her high school and some kind of a flashback. I forget the premise, but she suddenly woke up and she was 16 again, and her parents were there, and she was late for school, and so she just kind of went with it. But she was but having come from the future, she told the teacher, and I was the only idiot in the theater that laughed at this. She said, well, actually, no, Mr. Taylor, I happen to know for a fact that I will never, ever do one algebra problem once I leave this room.
Ain't that the truth?
I will never, ever. And I laughed like hell because I actually made the mistake of telling that to the Sister Ellen Rose, who was the algebra nun. And she said, and I said, I am shooting for the lowest D minus that you have because I just want to pass.
Yeah.
I only want to pass. I promise you, I will never, ever again. And this is way before cell phones with computers and calculators.
Yeah, you can't cheat.
And I said, I know I won't. I don't know why anyone does. Now.
Yeah, God bless him. Seriously.
And so she said, oh, okay, good. Lowest D? Yeah, well, it's called an F.
Oh.
And so,
I pronounce a D like F.
Yeah, I failed. And then I took it in summer school. Failed. Oh. Yeah, it was, my parents were like, what? Wait, what?
What are we going to do with this kid?
Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Send him to the steel mill.
Yes.
Send him to the mill.
I see some work boots in your future, mister. Somebody's going to be looking good in that helmet. Yeah. Here, take these sunglasses. You're going to be looking at molten steel. And I did that too.
How long did you do that?
Well, I quote unquote worked there for a year, but back then it was like you work 6 months, then you go on strike, or they laid you off.
Okay.
It was called laid off.
Yeah.
And then you collect unemployment for 6 months.
That's just what you do.
It's just what you do.
Wow.
They were probably like circumnavigating some kind of labor laws.
Sure.
Huh? Like,
Yeah.
If we employed you for this long, then we have to do X, Y, Z.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if you just go on unemployment, then
Wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I should have done that with. I had a three month job at Best Buy when I think I was 18, and I was very proud of myself because it was before it was called Geek Squad, so it's called right now. It used to be called the Tech Bench. It was like right before they called it the Geek Squad, but same look or no ties, thank God. But it was just a black polo shirt. And I interviewed and I got it as a seasonal job, right? So it's just during the busy holiday season when everyone's buying all the gadgets for the holidays. And so I was building computers, repairing computers, upselling, oh, you have this computer with all this junk on it. Want me to clean it off for $100,
Wow.
And
sit there and delete and take $100.
I mean, I didn't get to keep any of that. Right. That all goes to, But my point to that was, after I was devastated when they let me go. Because they said it was, look, there's a easy possibility you're going to have to be let go. But it was the first job that I had that wasn't cleaning carpets, which was with my dad. And I adore my dad, but that's hard work. That's some hard work.
Cleaning carpets?
Yeah. I would think. Yeah, there's harder jobs like pouring pavement. But carpet cleaning, it's labor intensive. It's hot. The machines are loud and it's just blowing off heat.
That's true, huh?
It's a rougher job. So I'm doing something I actually love, building computers, talking to people, and they let me go. And I think I sobbed when I went back into my car. I was like, oh. So I should have done the unemployment thing, but
yeah.
I had the secret. But
do you do these conventions? Do you do comic conventions?
You said you were in
San Diego, yeah.
I just started because of the Marvel Rivals game.
Yeah.
So I've done I've been in about 100 games at this point, but there just
Yeah.
hasn't
No
been
kidding.
one that,
Yeah.
and some prominent
Would
animes.
you say Adam Warlock is like the voice you're most known for?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But what's
Yeah.
cool though is there's other smaller roles in anime shows like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Seven Deadly Sins. I'm Ludociel in Seven Deadly Sins and Archangel, and some other side more nuanced characters from other types of like YouTube things. And I didn't know there was any fandom for it until this Adam Warlock character in Marvel Rivals got the clout for conventions to want to even bring me.
Yeah.
And then people walk up to the table and they're like, oh wait, you're in Pokemon? You're that guy, right? And I'm like, you care about you even know they exist? Because I've never had anyone tweet at me or DM me about these characters, even though I've announced them, but I don't expect people to see that one Pope, right? But this particular character, the game was so big and still is, thank you, for the longest possible, that they brought some of the cast out to San Diego Comic-Con last year. So we had this room, there was like 2,000 to 3,000 people, standing room only. I've never experienced anything like that.
I was there.
It was overnight. You were in that room? Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I doubt you remember because there was a lot going on, but both of you, the one element of my voice was shot from, because I've been doing a ton of cons and I got sick about a month prior and the symptoms were all gone. Like I was testing negative, but my voice sort of like, I can't even actually impersonate it. My voice sort of like sounded like this. Like now I sound like Wazowski. Now I sound like Roz. No, but it was just kind of like a huskier and up here. And Adam Warlock's character, it sits down here. It's very relaxed and there's a lot of resonance to it. That part of my voice was gone.
Perfect.
So perfect.
Yeah.
Luckily I didn't, there's like interviews out of me because they did a ton of interviews and barely anyone's been like, what's wrong with Adam's voice? They just call you your character. Like they just call you Pooh, right?
Yeah, well,
I mean, not under the shoe Pooh, but the
not the
cuddly
good
Pooh.
kind, not the bad kind.
The good smelling Pooh.
Yeah.
The honey smelling Pooh.
Yes.
But they get, no one said anything, but on that panel, I was absolutely terrified because we have to yell our ultimate lines, and it's this big moment in the game where it's like the epic kind of like He-Man, like I have the power. It's what the fans identify with as the ultimate supercharged moment of their favorite character.
Yes.
That Chris is very familiar with by playing the game. So I was terrified that I was going to sound nothing like it when it was my turn in the room of thousands of people to yell my line. And thank God it sounded pretty much like it.
Yeah.
I was so scared. Dude.
Yeah.
I thought it was just
you rise to the occasion. Yeah.
But in the next day when we didn't have a jam-packed schedule, I was just walking the floor. And that was weird because I've never had anyone so a few people were like, wait, are you Adam, will you sign? I'm like, I'll just sign whatever they had around. That's new to me. That's totally new to me.
That's cool.
And but I wasn't walking around to do that. I wasn't walking around like, anyone recognize me? It just was random. And I just wanted to actually see what was going on. And what was one of those things that was going on is you were on the floor and I'd never met you. And I was waiting in a fairly short line, and you had a very good handler assistant vetting, so you actually gonna, buy something, or are you just gonna waste Jim's time? She didn't talk like that, but that's her job.
Yes.
And I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna. I just wanted to at least just shake his hand. He's one of the legends, I would love to meet him. I'll make it very quick. I'm not going to chat his ear off. I said to give myself more clout, I'm like, I'm actually here as a talent. I was on the panel and she's
Check the badge.
I did actually have that badge, right?
Look, see.
But there's a lot of people with industry badges and stuff. So she was just doing her job to make sure. But luckily, when she was doubting if I was a legit actor and all that, I could just feel it going south. We share one of the same talent or con managers, Celebworks, and I can't remember who it was because there's a lot of people work for them, but they were sitting next to you, and so before it was my turn, he says, "Jordan Reynolds," and I'm like, hi, yeah, that's me. We rep you, right? I'm like, yeah. And so he's like, he's fine. Let him.
Oh yeah.
Thank God. I'm not just some creepy fan. It's just like, I
that's
just want to stroke Jim's hand. I love characters. Please let me. No. So that's how I felt like I was coming across to the lady. So I came up. It was very brief, but my voice was so blown out. I had to like lean over the table.
Yeah.
And it was, I'm like, hey Jim, you don't know who I am, but so nice to meet you. And you're like, oh, so you're very kind.
Well, it's funny. There's a lot of people that I think get excited or something, and they burst like by Saturday night or Sunday morning. Their voices go, "Hey, could you make this one out to Lenny? To Lenny Kirk said, sorry." And I said, "Yeah. Well, if you're catchy, stay the hell away. Here, write it down."
Exactly.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. That's the scary part. I actually had, there's a wide range of people's social skills of fans, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very wide range. And
that's very well said, by the way.
Yes.
It's much better than saying a lot of people are just assholes.
Well, I will call an asshole
which I would never say that.
No, I'm not talking about like the straight up assholes. I'm talking more just like, social cues and things like that.
Oh, sure.
We're not all perfect at it. Mm-hmm. But I was at a con and this kid, he was probably late teens, early 20s, and he came up to my table. And luckily, it was a deeper table because he was just like, he was coughing a little bit, but he didn't. I usually can hear because voice actors have very sharp ears. I don't even know your voice. I've never heard you speak, but I can hear if there's something going on most of the time. Like. He didn't quite have that, and he wasn't quite coughing either, but he proceeded to introduce himself, not buying anything, just wanted to just say hi very quickly. And he said something along the lines of, what did he say? He's like, yeah, I have laryngitis and it's like it's so bad. It's contagious. I just got it like yesterday. And I'm like,
oh, thanks for coming.
Me and my sister like, okay, nice to meet you. Yeah. Bye. Kind of like the elves on the Christmas Story. A nice football. Oh, get away from me. I can't get sick. It's my job.
No kidding. Yeah.
That's the terrifying part of it. But.
One thing that cracks me up when I go to conventions with Jim is they'll come up to Jim. Some people will come up and be like, so, you were Fuzzy Lumpkins? You were Darkwing Duck? And Jim's like, yes. Yeah. And then they'll just like start naming characters that he was. Yeah, and then Jim's like, yes. And then it's like, all right, pleasure to meet you. And just walks away.
Yeah. Okay. But you know what? That probably made their day. It seems very odd, but everyone just has different things that fulfill them. And it's been, I appreciate it because it takes a lot of courage for these people to come up.
Yes.
Sometimes, you can tell.
I see people literally shaking. I'm sure you have.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
And
Pooh gets a lot of tears.
I bet.
Yeah. I've got, I have tissues on the table. A box of Kleenex.
Are you serious?
No, yeah, I do, yeah.
Wow.
Because, and it's always really a sweet lady, a woman, that's, she'll be sitting there. Oh, my God. And the husband stand there.
Spot on.
She's a really big Pooh fan. She really likes Winnie the Pooh. And I'm just, then I get up and hug them, and then they they usually urinate or something. And
I haven't had one of those yet. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, actually, I might have made that last part up.
So you have snot suckers, tissue, and diapers on the table for anyone who may need them.
I almost said something else, but I didn't.
That's good.
That's good. Yes, it is good.
Well, I think it's that time of the podcast where we do a little voice swap. What do you think?
Yes, we
all
do.
Right, sure. Yeah, terrifying, but actually it'd be terrifying if we had to try to do the other person's voice, which you should try to make someone do.
But people get so scared by that, because people assume that right away, and you can see, you know,
they go, oh, hell no.
Hardened veterans, and they're like, voice swap. I can't do those voices.
Yeah.
No, man, I love it because I'll make this very brief. There was I took Groundlings classes and they put you through it, right? And I had done enough improv, and I think it's because I've done a lot. Voiceover is my full-time job when I was doing it, the classes that is. And there was this exercise we had to do, and there's like 12 of us, and the exercise was all the students. Oh my God, it's so crazy. All right, so I sit here in a chair. And the 11 students who've been in this class with me for weeks, so we've really gotten to know each other's voices and mannerisms, personalities. The exercise is for the 11 students to go up on the stage. It's just a room. And you sit there and the teacher's like, all right, everyone, do your best Jordan Reynolds, go. And everyone starts like, but they're all talking at the same time. So you're having to pick out phrases they say and how they're placing their voice. And I was like crying. I thought it was so funny. Like I loved it.
Yeah.
But not the other, like it was like half of the students were just mortified, which it's not a natural exercise. But I loved it because I have thankfully confident enough now and thick enough skin that I just think it was so fun.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what the point of the exercise was.
That's an interesting thing to.
Yeah.
It's probably just to get over the fear of performing in public.
Perhaps, yeah. But it felt.
Do you know they do studies where, on average, people fear public speaking more than death?
Yes.
More than death. People would rather die than speak in public.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. You ever heard that one, Jim?
No.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's but
it's like a primal thing, like if we're animals at the end of the day. If you see a whole bunch of, potential threats locking eyes on you, it's like, oh, like I am surrounded, know, and
Wow.
Yeah.
Can be intimidating. I never really had stage fright at all. I loved performing. I loved being up in front of people. Like I wanted the attention, but I can definitely, like when I do perform, there's like an anxiety, like not a bad anxiety, but there's like an energy that swells up, like I'm on, it's like, and I use that. I've used that to fuel a performance.
Exactly.
But I can see how that can be crippling to people, like,
Right.
Well, performing is different than like a public speech, which all that stuff.
To me, it's
all that's so serious.
Yeah, but
it's like I'm here to read the script, or it's like if it's a eulogy or a political thing. All of that has a very serious adult-like connotation to it.
Yeah.
Whereas what we get to do as actors, we're just being idiots. Like, and especially if we could completely get to change our voice into something that is absolutely not who we. This is my crappy Ian McKellen, but
that's pretty good.
It's actually no, Frodo. That's not where Pooh lives. But we get to do that, right? So I feel like we can kind of escape and tap into something that isn't us. Whereas if it's like public speech, it's just you trying to be the perfect version of you.
Yeah.
No ums, no buts. So I think that's what people associate with, like, I'd rather die.
Could be. Yeah. No thanks. No thanks. Take me out back.
Yeah. Give me a script to read from.
Put one behind the ear, please.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean to derail from the exercise.
Yes. All right.
But
Voice swap. Here we go.
Swapperoo.
Okay. Well,
Here's how it works.
Is there any characters you would like to request?
Oh man.
You mentioned Darkwing.
We got to get a Darkwing Duck in there if you don't mind.
Okay.
And let's do the King Louis. What's his name?
Louis, King Louis. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's King Louis, right?
Yeah. King
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't like it was King something. Yeah, because you've inherited that role too.
Yes, I have.
And it's just I just love that character so much.
Oh, good. Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I always have loved him.
Yeah.
He's one of my all-time favorites.
No way. All right.
One of my top 6, maybe.
Wow.
Something like that.
I love that question though. What's your favorite? Who's your favorite you've ever done? Just pick one. I can't do that.
You can't really do that.
Yeah.
That one. Which one do you like? That was it.
Yeah. How'd you know?
Yeah.
So smart.
Yeah.
All right. Darkwing Duck.
All right.
Start it off, Jim.
So I do, and then you
who's
have
gonna
to
start?
explain to him.
You'll
that
do
he
Darkwing, and then let's do Adam Warlock.
Okay.
Okay.
I am the terror that flaps in the night.
I am the terror that flaps in the night.
Doesn't sound very flappy.
And now he actually flaps. Now he actually flies.
Yeah.
No,
No,
They finally made him
dude,
fly.
you have no idea how happy I am because I play and stream and everything is
Yeah.
him. Oh my god.
I saw you playing with Necros not too long ago.
Yeah, that's a wild ride.
Yeah.
And Bogart. Yeah, the Bogart impression.
You play with Boger too?
Oh yeah, it was Nicholas and Bogart, and I love to impersonate Bogart. He has this like,
Bogart?
Can I hear it?
yeah, this is Bogart. He's like no, that's shit, bro. No, I don't even know why. Why would you? Why? I'm strange, man, and like it's a very light accent. Anyways,
Where is he from?
is it
I'm
Bulgaria?
sorry, Jim. I'm cracking up. These are
Latvia?
You have
streamers.
no idea.
These are streamers
These are
who play Marvel Rivals, and I'm crying right now. That's so funny.
I love both of them.
Oh God!
Tell him I say hi. Hey, Necros. Hey, Boger.
I will. I'll give you a clip afterwards where I impersonated in front of him, I think. But okay, so yeah, that was all right. So that was Adam doing Darkwing Duck, which is something I never imagined I'd get to do. So.
Well,
Yes.
well,
All right.
well,
Who was your character again in Pokemon?
So there's all these different properties, but
Pokemon.
but yeah, Pokemon Masters is a game, and he's there's two train conductors. They're twin brothers, and there's Ingo, who I voice, and Emmett. So they look the same, but they just have different colored codes.
Do they have a catchphrase?
Yes. So it's really just one word. So do you want a one word option, which is just all aboard, or do you want a few more words to play with?
a few more words to play with.
You would, yeah. So this is a very endearing line. He says, Ingo from Pokemon Masters says, there is no, or I think it's, yeah, here we go. Remember, there is no terminal called end in your life.
Okay, so this will be King Louis then.
Yes.
Remember, there was no terminal called N in your life, son.
Wait, can you do that one as poo too? I feel like that would be such a good poo quote.
Right? Very philosophical.
Remember, there is no terminal called N, I think, in the 100-acre wood.
I love it so much.
Please pass the honey.
Right here, Ingo yells everything.
Yeah,
I got a gallon.
excellent.
That's so fun.
What's up? What are you off to next?
Today, a power nap.
Power nap.
Is this just me, or do you not? I don't never feel
In
more
general.
powerful after a power nap.
Yeah.
This week, let's see. I probably can't talk
Just
about
like
that.
projects coming up or
Yeah,
anything.
Anything
I know you know
we
it
should
is.
know
What can
about?
we actually talk about until it's out?
Where can people see
Yeah.
you next?
I will
Follow?
say the next thing that's announced is WonderCon. Are you going to be there?
We are.
I believe
sweet.
That's
rings a
in
bell.
Orlando, right?
Oh no, maybe there's in Orlando.
Oh no,
This is
I'm
Anaheim.
thinking this MegaCon. Yeah, I think you're going to WonderCon. I think so. I don't think I am.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Just point and I'll drive there.
Yeah, because we're doing this live at a bunch of conventions. So I've been traveling
Yeah.
with
It's kinda
Jim.
fun.
Yeah,
yeah.
People
Okay.
get a kick
fan
out of it. Yeah.
expos.
Yeah, with an audience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just a whole different kind of energy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'll be at WonderCon in Anaheim the end of this month. I don't know when this posts, but
This will be like 2-3 weeks.
okay.
so
this will
yeah,
be like right around then. Other ones are like Fandom Con, Silicon Valley, Anime, SAC Anime up in Sacramento.
SAC Anime is a good one.
Yeah,
that's
it'll be
a
my
fun
first
one.
time there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And the big one is New Zealand. I've never been. We're gonna be. It's like Armageddon Con in Auckland. Have you ever been?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm so excited.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So we'll be there.
Yeah. Watch out for the roos.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
The kangaroo there.
I just hope I run into Chris Hemsworth. I know he's actually Australian, but I want to show him the best Chris Hemsworth that I could do and see if he's impressed by it.
Oh, that's good. That's right.
That's pretty damn good.
That's not bad. Yeah.
I do sound alike work, but I haven't been able to do him yet. So he's on my bucket list. So.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
you.
you for having me. This has seriously been an honor. Do
Yeah.
we shake hands? What do you do? Fist bumper?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
It's been an
you.
honor.
Yeah,
Thanks for
I
coming
wish we
by.
could go longer. You're fascinating to listen to. It's
Well, yeah, all that failed high school years you get
right.
a lot of philosophy up in the brain.
There'll be a quiz, so I hope you were taking notes.
Yes.
yes. Thank you guys all so much for watching. That was another episode of Toon'd In with Jim Cummings. I'm producer Chris, the legend himself, Mr. Jim Cummings, and Jordan Reynolds. Thank you so much again for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. But I have a little bone to pick. Yes, indeed, with you. I'm looking at you right now. A lot of you watching are not subscribed, and that doesn't do yourself any favors. You know, if you want to see more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe, because YouTube's a weird website. You can watch something once and then it'll never be recommended to you again. So don't let that happen. And if you like this content so much you want to see more of it, good news.
Ba-dum-bum.
Toon'd In with Jim Cummings is on Patreon. You can find bonus interviews, extra content, extended interviews, a little behind the scenes look, and much, much more. So be sure to check that out. With all that said and done, once again, I'm producer Chris, Jim Cummings, Jordan Reynolds.
Peace.
We'll see you all in the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And clap.
Yeah. Ass slap.
Booyah.